Well, I tell you what, nothing will make you feel dumber than to be talking into your camera, thinking you're making a video, and like 10 minutes later you look at it and you realize, wait a minute, this was not recording. So now I'm at 17 seconds, 18 seconds, 19 seconds. Okay, so for a fact this is recording this time. Update on the car for anybody who cares. Thank you for watching, by the way. I haven't made a video in a while. Got a new haircut. I'm thinking it looks pretty BA right now, but tomorrow I might, or in an hour, I might feel completely different. I might think it's the biggest loser look in the world. That's just kind of the way it is for me. Anyway, I videotaped myself walking up to this beehive and ripping out some of the honeycomb and chewing on it. That's what I'm chewing on right now. I have to say it doesn't taste very good. Somehow or another there's no honey in the beehive. I don't know exactly how that works. I ripped out a small little pinch. I couldn't get it to actually break off. I just crumbled some between my fingers. I'm not sure about that either. Maybe I should not use my fingertips. Maybe I should use like my entire finger, like my entire, like this, you know? I don't know. But I was nervous. I have to be honest with you. And I'm riding with the windows open because when I was working on my car, I accidentally did something to the air conditioner. So I have to work on that now. Fix one thing, break three things. That's pretty much the way it's been going here. But car's running great. The coolant, the water is still boiling, but I think that's because I don't have a perfect seal on the cooling system. So there's still a couple of pinhole leaks in the radiator where I accidentally put bolts that were too long to hold the fan to the radiator, and they went through the bracket and into the radiator and actually punctured the radiator. So, master mechanic I am not. I think I failed the informal extemporaneous certification exam. Backyard mechanic certification exam. I failed it. But anyway, you know what they say. You learn the most from your failures. And I'd rather learn than receive an accreditation any day. Just kind of my motto. You can keep your accreditation. Just let me stay home that day and I will continue to learn. It's not a very practical philosophy, but I think there's a lot of damage, a lot of threat in accreditations, in certifications and degrees. I think it gives people, it's kind of like a sedative, causes people to slow down and sit back and rest. It gives people a laurel to rest on. As far as I'm concerned, we'd all be better off if somebody would come and take away our laurels, so we don't have laurels to rest on. All right, because the objective is to keep going, not to sit back. I don't want to be fat and happy. I just want to be happy, you know? But anyway, so car's running great. The water is still boiling, which means it could theoretically, it might overheat here momentarily, which would not be good. I don't want it to overheat at all, but it might. And I'm going into the car wash now, so I'm definitely gonna have to roll up my windows now. But I was ripping a little bit of that honeycomb out, and like I said, it doesn't taste very good. Broke my air conditioner. What else did I break? Let's see, did I break anything else? No, I think that's it. I did service the transmission though, which was great. This is what I was talking, one of the things I was talking about in my last video that did not get recorded because the button wasn't pressed. these cars, your car probably, the manual says that the transmission never needs to be serviced. In other words, the fluid never needs to be changed, the filter never needs to be changed. Now, I cannot change the filter on this car, at least not that I'm aware of. The auto parts store says that it's not serviceable, which never really, it doesn't mean anything. I don't know, maybe it does. Can't trust everything. It just means it's not easy to service. That's what it means. But the transmission fluid was black, number one, and number two was at a minimum of 1.5 quarts, maybe between 1.5 quarts and 3 quarts low. So the blessing in disguise in all this theoretically could be that it caused me or allowed me to service the transmission, which might be the thing that saves my transmission, possibly. So that's good. I'm in the car wash right now, obviously. That's what all that noise is. And, yeah. So anyway, car, the bees, and the beehive. That's about all I got today. Actually, I have a lot more, but I'll not carry on. Haven't made a video in a while. I'll just make a quick short one here. Car's back on the road. Still not overheating, so that's really good. There is some smoke and the smell of plastic coming up from underneath the one of the heat shields. So I don't know if when I put the wires back in, if I put a wire against something that it's not supposed to be against, and now it's burning, it's melting the wire. That would not be good, right? The other bad news on this car update, is that the check engine light is still on. So my expectation is that now I'll take it back to the auto parts store, and they'll attach their little computer to it, and they'll get a code. My expectation is that it will be a new code, because I think that's just how it goes. You get a code, you attach a computer to it, you fix that, you reattach the computer, you get a new code, and you just keep going onesie at it like that. It's not a very efficient maintenance strategy. But I think that's how it is. Maybe at the auto parts store they have, not auto parts, but maybe the mechanic has more expensive code detectors, and they give you all the codes at once. I don't know. But anyway, so there's that. And let's see, and I just thought of something else. I noticed that my brake fluid is both low and dirty, so I need to drain the brake fluid and replace it. I had a Suburban one time, and I replaced the brake fluid, and man, what an amazing difference clean new brake fluid made in the way the brakes worked. It was amazing. So somebody said something one time about how important fluid is in mechanical devices, mechanical fluid in machines. People don't understand. People underestimate how important the fluid is, and that part failure is due to dirty fluid more often than just general wear. So temperature's still good. I'm watching the temperature. So I guess that's pretty interesting as well. Clean oil, clean transmission fluid, clean cooling fluid, cooling system fluid, clean brake fluid. Everything. Just keep it all clean. It's kind of like our blood, I guess. If you have dirty blood, you're going to have all kinds of problems. So that's pretty interesting. But I thought of something else that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was, so I'll just let it go. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.